Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough outside the KCOM Stadium. We are here. We've got Tom, we've got Abdullah, we've got Dave on the way, so we've got a few people we're going to speak to as well. But first off, we're going to get into that team news. The team news is in, and it's David De Gea in goal. I thought he was going to get a rest. He's obviously not been given that rest today, and I'm sure he'll get that at the weekend when we take on Wigan. And we got Darmian, Jones, Smalling, and Rojo in the in the defence with Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, and Lingard, Rashford, and Ibrahimovic up top. The main headline today is no Anthony Martial again. He's not even on the bench. On the bench, we see Sergio Romero, Fosu Mensah, Shaw, Fellaini, Mata, Mkhitaryan, and Rooney. So a very, very strong bench. A strong 11 as well, despite the fact there's a few changes in there. And Manchester United go into this game with a 2-0 lead, looking to seal their passage to Wembley, where they will take on Southampton, who beat Liverpool yesterday. So decent side for United, more than a decent opportunity to get to Wembley. We should be getting to Wembley here because I don't even think Hull could score more than one goal, and they'll need to do that to knock us out. So before we go over to Tom and Abdullah, I want to get some of your comments in the comment section below. Good to see Luke Shaw back in the squad, says Barry. It is good to see him back in the squad. I just wish he was starting. Same with Fosu Mensah. I've just been saying to the guys here, how can we not be starting these players? We've got 2 cup games this week. We've got a 2-0 lead coming in against Hull. Why aren't we starting the likes of Fosu Mensah? Why aren't we starting the likes of them guys? It just doesn't make sense to me. No Marshall. Yes, another guy that's disappointed. Let me see something else. Free Tony says Pranish. No Marshall, Lumena. So for you guys that are just joining us, because the numbers have just jumped up quite quickly, over 700 people in here now. David De Gea, Darmian, Jones, Smalling, Rojo, Carrick, Herrera, Lingard, Pogba, Rashford and Ibrahimovic, Romero, Fosu Mensah, Shaw, Fellaini, Mata, Mkhitaryan, and the record goal scorer, Wayne Rooney, on the bench. We'll go to Hull City's side next. But first off, Tom, do you share my concerns about Anthony Martial?
Yeah, definitely. He's eventually going to leave, when he's 26, 27, something like that. But you don't want to see him go when he's 21, when he's got a big future ahead of him at a club like this. And I hope to see him, Rashford and Lingard up front in a front three with some pace to get, an early goal just to settle the nerves, just in case they didn't get one. I wanted Rooney to start. Maybe he starts against Wigan, I'm not sure.
Do you think the Martial thing is more like a Mkhitaryan situation, or like we all feared before when Jose Mourinho was coming in, that some of the younger players may take a hit, may give them a setback? Do you think this is an example of that, or the Mkhitaryan style treatment?
Well, I expected young players to drop, like Fosu Mensah. He's not been starting, like you said. Martial didn't really stand out as me to be someone who dropped after last season, but I just hope it's like Mkhitaryan, he just needs to settle, because he's had a few good performances and he scored a few goals, but I think he's got that pressure on him, whether because of last season, the amount of goals he scored, the amount of match-winning performances he had. But I am worried, but I'm not, because, Mourinho, if he doesn't like someone, then he shows intent by not playing him. And Martial's played a few big games this season, so I hope he stays.
Yeah, that is true. He does look like he's someone that Mourinho does like. I'm going to hit up some of your comments again before we get Abdullah's opinions as well. He just walked off somewhere. Think about your prediction and your first goal scorer, Tom, and we'll come back to you in a sec. Guys, can you get your comments in, your predictions, what you think of the team? I'm going to get the Hull City team up for you now. So apologies if I am looking at my phone. What's Hull's Twitter handle? Hull City? Hull Tigers? Hull City. Don't know what they call themselves these days. Their team news is... Oh, they do it in a GIF, don't they? Bloody hell. They don't do it in an image. Marshall, Maguire, Mailer, Huddleston, Clucas, Maloney, Diamande, Dawson, Niasi, Timon, Bowen. Where's Pumba when you need him? Right, that's their team. I don't know what formation it's in because it's coming up as a GIF on their Twitter handle, so that's a little bit annoying. Guys, is there a Paul Pogba chant? Not yet. I've not heard one. There is that new chant floating around, though. Something tells me I'm feeling kind of good or something like that. So I'm sure we'll hear that today. Fernando, Shaw, come back. What is the United team? So the United team, again, for you guys, is David De Gea, Darmian and Rojo at fullback, Jones and Smalling in that central defensive area, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, Rashford, Lingard and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. How did Zlatan not get a rest today? Are you surprised at that?
I'm very surprised, we were just saying before, we should feel that he should maybe take a back seat for the next 3 games, give Rashford his chance with the build-up of the cup final, Leicester away. I think if Mourinho's concerned about this whole side, I mean, he shouldn't be, because you've seen the team there, Bowen, I don't know who he is, some of the players.
Do you think he's showing how important he's taking this? Because we've seen him pick strong sides in the Europa League when we expected him not. We've seen him pick stronger sides today when we expected him not.
Well, we saw it from the start of the season that he wanted Baye to be his man. He played every single game up until he got injured at Chelsea. I'm not sure about Ibrahim. He's 35. Does he need that rest? He says he's in the physical fit shape, but over the last few games, Stoke away, he looks really poor. He looks sluggish. He looks tired. Whether he doesn't play the next 2 games, I think he'll be all right. But I am surprised he's starting today. Very am.
Abdullah, you seen the team?
Yes.
I'll tell it again for those guys at home. David De Gea, Jones and Smalling in centre half, Rojo and Darmian at fullback, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, Rashford, Lingard and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You said I hate seeing Darmian at fullback.
Yes, I don't like seeing him at fullback.
I nearly dropped my phone off the bridge, by the way.
I thought he might sort of fix up this year and improve. Last year wasn't too bad. He got an injury, he was out for a while, but when he come back, he wasn't too bad. He scored at Palace at home, bit of confidence for him. But this year, he's just looked dreadful at left back. He doesn't look that great going forward. Yes, defensively, we see him read the game pretty well, but at Manchester United, we've had Patrice Evra, we've had players like that that you'd expect more than just defensive or attacking. You want both. For example, when Valencia was good going forward, but bad defending, like defensively, like fans were sort of asking for Fergie at the time or whoever was playing him at right back, Van Gaal or whoever, to take him out at right back. But now he's improved his game at right back, Valencia. He's an absolute beast. So I really thought Luke Shaw should have started today. Same with Rojo. Now I love Rojo at centre back. Don't get me wrong. I think he's been one of our best centre backs this season. But at left back, it's a totally different story. We saw against Middlesbrough when Rojo went at left back and Smalling was on that left side. It was all over the place and they scored. It just doesn't work well. And Smalling against Stoke was all over the place. Couldn't control the ball. I don't like seeing him. Like lately, I've just not enjoyed watching Smalling as a centre back. I think Rojo at that left side of the centre back with Jones have been our best partnership lately. Yes, maybe when Baye comes, it'll be better.
Right. What's your prediction?
Going 3-1 United.
Ooh, 5-1 on aggregate. Tom, score prediction, please.
3-0.
5-0 on aggregate. Who's getting that first goal? What do you think? I think Rashford's going to grab 2 or 3 this week.
I think Zlatan will score. After what I've just said, I genuinely think he will score. I think it'll be one of them scrappy ones as well, and then we kick on from there. But no, confident we'll win.
Right then, guys, get your comments in. That team news again: David De Gea, Darmian, Smalling, Jones, Rojo, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, Lingard, Rashford, and Ibrahimovic. Marshall will come back, says United. Ibra. I'm guessing it's not the real one because he's out there. 1-1 says Shireen, so they're not confident of a victory, but we will go through. Who has 2-0 says Nathaniel Richardson. 1-2 says Connor. I am 8. 1-2 says Connor. Valencia over Darmian. What are your opinions? Valencia's just getting a rest, isn't he? We know that he is one of Jose Mourinho's first names on the team sheet. Is it time to believe the reports that there is an issue between Marshall and Mourinho? I'm hoping it's more like the Guardian. Oh, God. There's still 53. Yes, guys, what's going on? Sorry that we disconnected. 53 of you stayed in the stream. Like, where the hell's Adam gone? We're still outside the KCOM. The team news again for you guys. David De Gea, Rojo and Darmian at fullback, Smalling and Jones at centre-half, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, Zlatan up top with Rashford and Lingard providing the pace either side of him. I'm going to come back to Tom for his prediction again. Tom, score prediction.
3-0.
Ibrahimovic scoring first.
Yeah.
Me and your brother basically just said he may as well go on holiday for a week, and here he is starting on a cold Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday? Thursday night in Hull. Madness. The Hull fans are excited. I got a little bit. My prediction is, you know what? It's so cold. I'm hoping it's like 4-0 United. Give us something to be warm. Give us something to keep singing about. Guys, we're going to have fan cams after. We're going to have Snapchat, all that stuff. So make sure you join us for that. Make sure you head over to Twitter as well. We're going to go live on Facebook shortly. So join us there in a bit. And sorry about the connection issues earlier. Chris's fault, innit?